Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another reading. This time it's on the Ohio train derailment with all the toxic chemicals that have spilled. So, apparently there has been a lot of train derailments going on, and there has been one in Ohio where toxic chemicals are spilling or something all around, and everyone's asking me to do a reading on it. I don't know all the details, but I do know that there's chemicals in the air and allegedly poisoning the air, whatever, and they want to know what's going to happen with the trains and what's going to happen moving forward, if things are connected to the aliens. I just did a reading on the aliens. I'll put a link up to it here. The UFOs that are being sighted. So I'm going to do a reading on this just because you guys are asking, and I don't know what I'm going to see. I honestly don't even know where this video is going to take me. I'm just going to YOLO it. So remember, these readings are all legend for entertainers only, and let's get started. Okay. Not the camera not focusing. Okay, Six of Swords. Okay. Well, okay, so the Six of Swords is a travel card and it's reversed. That makes sense, right? The train derailment happened. There's something wrong with the tracks. That makes sense that the Six of Swords is reversed. Definitely an issue with the tracks themselves. The Judgment card is reversed as well, which is about embarrassment. It's also about... Ooh. Judgment is a group of people. Five of Cups, predicting disappointment before it began. Okay. For those of you that know a little bit more than I do about this, is there talks of a union? Because Judgment to me is a group of people. Usually Judgment is a group of people that are trying to band together. And then you see, because you think of Judgment as like rallying of support. When it's reversed, it's the opposite of that. And the Five of Cups is about predicting disappointment before it began. So, and the Six of Swords is an issue with the tracks or the movement. So clearly it's obvious that somebody knew that there was potential for this to happen. And if there's a group of people, my logical assumption of that would have to be some sort of unionization or maybe banding together of track workers or train workers or something. Not super familiar with what's been going on, but I'm assuming that's probably what that means. Wow, this is messy. Okay, the Lover's card is reversed. The King of Wands upright and the Eight of Pentacles. There are accusations that this was done on purpose to prove a point. You know how... Okay, you know what I'm seeing in my head? Do you remember that video that went viral with that lady that threw the soup on the painting? It's giving me that. Like, that's what I'm seeing, where it's like there are accusations that this was done on purpose just to prove a point. Uh-oh. Oh my God, this is horrible. Okay, allegedly for entertainers only. Don't come for me, don't sue me. The Moon is about lies, deceit, deception. The Five of Pentacles, an abuse of power. And the Three of Cups is not trusting anyone. That's pointing fingers. That would be like the people that... Okay. The people that have warned about the tracks are... I see that as like them being like, we told you this would happen. And I see the other people being like, you did this on purpose. You did this to prove your point. You sabotaged this on purpose. It's too coincidental. And then I see the people that are being accused of doing it, the ones that warned about the tracks, I see them being like, no, actually, you did this and pinned it on us. So I see both of them pointing fingers and be like, no, you pretend to be one of us, okay? And then you're pinning it on us when it's really you that did this. You're a mole. You're pretending to be one of us. You're a sheep in wolf's clothing, or wolf in sheep's clothing, And I see the other ones be like, no, you did this. So they're pointing the finger at each other. Let me fix the lighting. Okay. Oh God, you're not going to like this answer. So you are not going to like my answer, but this answer is not spiritual. It's not conspiracy at all. The Seven of Cups is about many possibilities. The Page of Cups is reversed, which is about detachment and apathy a little bit. It's more about a lack of sentimentality, so that means a disregard for people's emotions. And the King of Cups is a cold energy. This, to me, is a perfect storm. A lack of care, a lack of follow through, dissatisfaction, being demoralized over it, going through the motions, perfect storm, things derail. So everyone's so busy pointing fingers at each other, but the Seven of Cups is what happened, which is a freak accident. There are many contributing factors that cause this, and this was going to happen one way or another. It was inevitable. So they're going to try and steer the conversation towards something else. There's a distraction in place. The Magician is distraction. It's reversed. The Two of Swords, let's get them talking about this instead, and the Queen of Wands. So there might be one specific person who ends up being a scapegoat to be talked about. Sometimes the Queen of Wands represents that person, but oftentimes it's just misguided anger. So to me, they're trying to push it off into someone else. Okay, I don't like doing political readings, but here's what I will say. And again, I don't really know what's going on with this. I didn't do my research. Maybe some of you who have done research on this knows this better. Maybe people who actually live in Ohio know this better. For those you're wondering, I live in Austin, Texas. I'm from New York, but I've lived in Austin, Texas now. Anyways, the Six of Cups is the past. So they're past Two of Cups, connections. And the Eight of Cups is about walking away. Is there a political party or business that benefits from this situation or the train tracks or the trains, whatever, not being updated? Because to me, this would be like if I donated to a politician, or allegedly, or if I did things for a politician or whatever, and the politician can look the other way. So to me, when the Six of Cups is there and the Two of Cups, there's some sort of benefit towards ignoring this problem, which is what has caused it. It has to do with interpersonal connections, which is why I'm like, it has to be someone in a position of influence or power, because it's about the person. It's like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. So to me, that has to do with some sort of business or powerful person. Three of Pentacles, it's like a job. The Seven of Pentacles is about comfort, and the Hermit, out of the comfort zone. Making things better would either cost too much or be detrimental. This is just a political battle. So here's what I will say. I don't know if they seem to think that they're not going to have to change the tracks or change the way things go. But I will say that I'm confident that that's delusional. Not only do I see people quitting, I see a potential strike if they haven't already done that. The Two of Pentacles, I'm out. The Four of Swords, fuck you. That's like a fuck you rejection. And then the Ten of Cups is like a happily ever after, which is everyone and a family. I think this is going to be one of those things where people start saying, this is affecting families. This is affecting, like, look, the toxic waste is affecting families. It's affecting the community. There is a community outreach. There's a community rallying here. This is going to be a big deal. So what I'm seeing in my head, and do not shoot the messenger here, I'm not saying that these two are anything like each other. What I'm saying is that I'm seeing this as a metaphor. Do you remember that one place, I forget the name of it, where the water was poisoned or whatever, and they were never cleaning up the water? Was it Michigan? They weren't cleaning up the water. That's the image that I'm seeing in my head, where this is a situation that they're just going to get louder and louder and louder about. This is going to be one of those things that people are harping on. This is their problem. Like, they're like, no. This is our community. This is our problem. And this is a hill we're willing to die on. So there is a connection between the workers and the community. I see them like holding hands and be like, we're in this together. So this is going to have to be addressed eventually. They're going to keep ignoring it. It's not going to go away. It's actually going to get worse. I also think it's because activists are going to start to get involved. We see the King of Swords reverse, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. So that to me means the big guns think it's someone thinks it's a burden. So there's someone here who spearheads climate change or the environment that's going to take umbrage with this situation and be like, no, see, what we're not about to do is that. Because this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about pollution and issues with that. So it definitely seems to me like this is someone's project. There's someone here that's like, fuck you, I don't like you guys, so I'm going to take this as my project. I also think there's someone here who's very influential, so either has celebrity or money, that is also going to take umbrage with this. The 4 of Wands, the 10 of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Swords. So to me, self-sabotage, regret. Oh, there is also going to be a leak from someone's camp. There's what do you call that? A whistleblower? I think there's a whistleblower coming with like the company or the train or whatever. Whoever's defending not updating the tracks and not getting things for the workers, whoever's like the person that like neglected the issues and is like part of the reason why this keep going, there's a whistleblower coming. There's someone that's going to spill some tea. There's some sort of interview or something. This is not a situation that's just going to go away. I mean, I don't know if all news reports are going to report on it. I can't obviously predict that. But what I can say is that this is going to be an issue for the community for a while. The 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and 7 of Swords reversed. Also, if anybody's trying to run for like mayor or senate or whatever the hell, I don't know, the political things, this is a great. This is going to be what they use to like push their campaign. Because this to me looks like the perfect button to press. I also see the Wheel of Fortune as someone. There's someone here that can benefit from this financially. Who is this? 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Excuse me. Someone benefits from this. Heartbreak and chaos benefit me. What is that? Someone is benefiting. I wonder if it has to do with like government regulations or government rules or something, or like a government job. Justice reverse, Chariot. Again, that's the traveling, the movement, and the High Priestess. There's some sort of old archaic law or something where someone's benefiting. There's something on the books from a long periodically a time ago that someone benefits from shit like this. I wonder if there's some sort of insurance or something. I don't know. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. All right. It's the Sun, the 2 of Wands, the Death card. This is going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. When I tell you you're going to start to see strikes and stuff, like people are just not going to show up to work. People are just not going to do things. People are willing to get fired. Like, this is crazy. What I'm seeing is like I see that as like a blackout. So it's like in Ohio, no one came to work today. That's so weird. 3 days later in New York, no one came to work today. That's so weird. There's random blackouts that I'm seeing, random things that I'm seeing happen. So what I'm seeing in my mind is, was it Hong Kong when they had the riots or whatever it was? And I forget what it was. I think it was Hong Kong. I don't remember. And all those people congregated in one spot to like peacefully protest against the police, and then would dispense like really quickly, and they couldn't figure out how they were doing it. And they were like really organized, and they were turning like umbrellas into weapons and stuff so that there were normal stuff. That's the images that I'm seeing. And that's kind of the mentality that I'm seeing adopted with this. To me, it's like think of it like the way the industry works. Come on, Industrial Revolution. The way the industry works needs to fundamentally change. And I'm seeing a lot of like, think of it like a vigilante work where it's like, okay, you don't want to fight fair. We're done fighting fair. We tried to fight fair and you didn't want to do it. See, this is where I start to get nervous because I'm like, I don't understand our political climate right now and stuff like this because the girls are about to rile up. Like, what I'm feeling is a frustration. Like, you're not playing fair, neither are we. So this is about to get very ugly very quickly because it's like petty Anna versus petty Anna. Like, people are being petty as fuck, and this can't go on for much longer. I'm going to be also honest with you. This is a situation that is just going to keep bubbling and bubbling and bubbling. I would be shocked if the president didn't get involved at some point if this keeps going. Because this is actually going to be a huge fucking issue. Like, this has the potential to be a massive issue. Again, because it's affecting the climate and affecting the people around, this is definitely going to keep escalating if it's not solved. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a major hot button political issue moving forward. It reminds me of like fracking, where like politicians will like run based on their stance on fracking. This is the same energy that I'm getting, where it's like, this needs to be sorted out. So I don't know what to tell you. That's what I see. Remember, these readings are all alleged for intent only. If you like these, you can always tip. There's a link in my pay button below. There's a button to the heart says thanks to you money directly. Follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Subscribe down below on my YouTube because I'm almost at 200K when I upload this video. So hopefully we can get there. Share with your friends. I do live readings for all my viewers on all my platforms when I go live. So until next time, bye guys.